What's up guys, Chris Killian here with your recap to the rescue, breaking down the 5th episode from Season 8 of Game of Thrones, The Bells. We are in the penultimate episode with one more left in the entire series. Rightfully so, fans were up in arms over many of the details in this episode, and let's see if you agree. The show opens up in Dragonstone as Dany's army is preparing an assault on King's Landing, which we all knew was going to happen after Missandei was decapitated in the last episode. Varys is sending out ravens informing everyone why Jon Snow is the true heir to the Iron Throne. When Jon Snow arrives, Varys makes one last-ditch effort to convince him he's the better ruler, but Jon remains unwavering. Meanwhile, Daenerys is pretty furious that Jon Snow told Sansa, who told Tyrion, who told Varys, who's now told everyone. So what does she do when she catches wind of his treason thanks to Tyrion ratting him out? She sets him on fire. Afterwards, she tries to get a little hokey-pokey from Jon, but seeing a good man scorched to death by dragonfire has left him out of the mood.
Is that all I am to you? You're queen.
Well, you've spent 7 seasons reminding everyone that's exactly what you are, so yeah. Right before the battle begins, Tyrion pleads with Dany to show mercy if possible and not kill innocent people. Oh, simple Tyrion, how you're about to get burned, pun intended. Meanwhile, Jaime gets captured crossing enemy lines, but Tyrion helps him escape and suggests he go get Cersei, they disappear, and live out a happy ending together. Remember when everyone thought Tyrion was the smartest guy in the room? Them were the days. Then the battle begins. The Scorpions had been great weapons taking down Rhaegal, but apparently can't land a shot on Drogon, who easily destroys the entire Iron Fleet. What follows is one of the most one-sided battles in Game of Thrones history. Despite her forces being depleted, Dany's army makes quick work of Cersei's army and they waltz into King's Landing barely breaking a sweat. The city surrenders and the bells sound. But does Dany stop? No siree Bob. If the people won't love her, she makes sure they'll fear her, and she goes about laying down fiery carnage on everyone in the city, much to the dismay of Jon and Tyrion, who realize they've got a crazy queen on their hands. This begins a snowball of questionable payoffs in terms of character development. Jaime's return to Cersei is interrupted by Euron Greyjoy. The two fight, and Euron mortally wounds Jaime, but not before Jaime plunges his sword into Euron's chest. He's oddly excited about this, considering it a victory in some weird way. Whatever. Over here, the Hound suddenly convinces Arya that revenge isn't all it's cracked up to be, so she bolts. When the Hound finally comes face to face with his big brother, the best death of the whole episode happens. Adios, Qyburn. The two have an epic fight, and it finally ends when the Hound tackles the mountain into the fiery pits below. The city quite literally falls around Arya, and covered in ash and blood, she survives, but manages to save no one else. And finally, the reunion of Cersei and Jaime. You might have assumed Jaime was going to kill Cersei, but nope, he proclaimed no one matters but them as the crumbling Red Keep crashed down on them. This all sets the stage for the final battle of the show. How will Jon and Tyrion react to Dany's descent into madness, and who ultimately will end up on the Iron Throne? How did you guys feel about the episode? Tell me in the comments or hit me up on Twitter at Chris Killian, and let's talk about who's going to win the Iron Throne. And as always, thanks for watching.